Hello friends of the channel, on this occasion I bring you this beautiful spring blouse. Stay with me for a little while and I am going to show you how it has done so far. A kiss? Well, these are the materials that we are going to need to make our blouse, our mid-season blouse for spring. I have used these two shades to combine them. I have used the color wheel, and well, all those that are close are two colors that are close. You can use whichever you like best. I will try to leave a link to Melissa's page in the video description and look for these tones. If you don't get them, well, it has beautiful shades from this line. The line is Melissa Sweet. The shades I have used are the number 9 on one side and the number 23 on the other. The ball is wool, it is 100% acrylic, it brings you more or less 75 G, and the manufacturer tells you that it is to work with the number 3. I have used the 2.5 because I wanted it to fit a little tighter, but come on, I think that with the number 3 you can work perfectly. Given what you have seen, you can work very well. Then nothing. Scissors. It's really just the wool, the crochet needle, the number 2.5, the scissors and a wool needle to sew the amount of wool that I'm going to need. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. Okay, at the end of the video I will give you exactly the amount that I have used and nothing. Well, until now. Well, we're here with our blouse practically finished. We just need to sew the sides and we would have the blouse. Tell them that the points I have used is mid-high point or half rod. Then I did high point, cross. I have made this drawing here on both sides of what the neckline is. And I have played a little with the medium high points, half rods and high point or rod take into consideration that the medium high points have more elasticity, which I mean that it shrinks a little more, it adapts more to the body. As you can see, you see that it shrinks what the rods are. What's more, how do you really see it? The remaining width and nothing. This is a proposal for the stitches as I have done them, but if you want you can do it all in a stick from beginning to end, and you do it if you want the drawing of the crossed high stitch, or you can do everything in a deep stitch. If you want it deeper, make the entire garment in cross stitch. That's up to you. I wanted to do it that way. I wanted to do it at the ends a little more so that it fits. In reality, the measurement of my chest contour is 95, but I made each of the parts of the back 40 centimeters, which is going to adjust a little in total. Since 80, I made 80 of 95 that I have of contour. The neck is worth it. In the end, what I have left of neck would be 21 centimeters of neck. Look how it looks. It's a single piece like this with this opening. What about the full opening? We had said 21, well it will be 42, right? Let's see, we confirm, well, 41. This when moving, since the total measurement of the neck would be 41, between 41 and 42 centimeters from here to here. Well, in the end I have used a total of 350 jean of this acrylic thread. You can do it with cotton, with whatever thread you have, as long as it is not thicker, because as we had said, it is for the spring season to be a little lighter, but hey, everyone do it with whatever thread you have. In any case, I will leave the description of the video. Some links to the Melissa wool, which is exactly the one I made it with, using these little shades that I liked, and nothing encouraged you to do it. I'm going to sew it and I'm going to put it on my sissy so you can see how it looks put on, and nothing until now. Well, tell you that with this thread and this size 3 needle I have assembled 252 chains in total, and the total measurement with this thread, as I told you, and it came out for me. Well, I've really done it because I want to do it at this point. Everyone can do it if you have it shorter, longer. You already assemble the chains and measure them by passing them over your shoulder. And so you see more or less at the height you want to do it, but hey, 252 chains, 1 M15 from end to end, 1 M15, alright? So well, let's go with I'm going to show you how I made the cross stitch, high stitch, crossed. High cross or cross stick, so that you can see that it is the most unique, more complicated thing than what I have here. The opening is really easy because you have been working high points here, and you calculate or leave in the middle the size that I leave you, or the size that suits you well for the neckline you want. And when you see that you have reached the height you want, then you continue making chains. Count the number of chains that are in the opening in the size of the opening. And you do them in the air. You make these chains in the air when you reach the height that you want to stop, and continue doing the one that you already see that the measurement of the neck in front of your butt suits you well. Well, you start here again, you start here again, the thread, and you continue making high stitches. And when you come here, well, above each chain, you make a high stitch, and you continue everything like this. This height will be that simple. It is good so that it serves as a reference for where to start making the chains in the air as I was explaining them. I left, that is, measurement from here to the beginning of the neck, from our neck 40 centimeters, from here to here 40 centimeters, and then I continued with the chains in the air, simply in case they do it with this thread and want to make the same neckline as once they have it as a reference, okay? Well, I won't tell you anything. As I told you, I'll show you a little video where I do the crossed high points or crossed sticks, and at the end I show you how the spring head is finished. A good kiss, girls and boys. I'm telling you how I'm making this high cross stitch. I don't know if it's called cross stick or high cross stitch, but we simply make a normal stitch like we've been doing on everything, on all the garment we're knitting. We always take it by the thread, the outside thread always. We take here, we skip the first stitch, we punch in the second stitch on the outer thread, we pull out 2 and we pull out 2 as a normal high stitch. We take thread again and click on it at the point that we had left behind on the outer thread, and we are left with a point like this. High cross we can do, we skip this point, we go to this one. We create a high stitch by using the outer thread, looping it again and reattaching it to the previous point. This process is repeated continuously, covering the entire row from start to finish. Observe the way I'm demonstrating now in detail. I truly enjoy the aspect of taking this as the right side. The reverse side's cross stitch appeals to me much more. Despite appearing narrow, the stitch retains elasticity, making it ideal for those who prefer a looser fit. Adding a few extra rows near the neckline enhances the flexibility further. A few more turns and he already gets it a little wider.